Eighth grade, how are you guys? I hope you guys are awesome. This is Mr. Lima here, and today we are going to have conversation class. So please open your conversation book on page 136. From the beginning of the class, we will start this class with the correction of the homework of last week's homework. So please open your books on page 136. Then we will go to page 7, 8, 7, 9, and then 137. As páginas da correção de início, 136, 78, 79 e depois 137. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everyone. All right, let's correct that. Okay, so here we have, write the words. So we have some words on the box that you should address, you should fill in on the space below the pictures. So we have comet, planet, astronaut, moon, rocket, solar system, observatory, telescope, space shuttle. Certo? Temos cometa, planeta, astronaut, lua, nave, ônibus espacial, telescópio, sistema solar, observatório. Todas essas palavras, you guys have to address, fill in, put in the space below, all right? Muito simples, muito fácil colocar abaixo das imagens, muito simples. 2, complete the sentence with words from the box. So now here you have the words here on this box, like astronaut, planets, solar system, space station, and telescope. You have to write them right inside this text, all right? On the space like here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Então, nesses espaços aí destinados, vocês vão tentar entender um contexto e onde se encaixa melhor. Por exemplo, number 2, you guys should put telescope. Number 3, planets. Number 4, solar system. Number 5, astronaut. And number 6, space station. All right, so please read and try to put the correct word on the correct blank, correct space. Write the past tense of the verbs. Write the past tense of the verbs. So here you are supposed to conjugate the verb on the past form. Conjugate the verb on the past form. So here we have help. So it's going to be helped at the end final. Leader, we have leadered. It's going to be leadered. ED, ou seja, adicionar ED nessa letrinha. Exercise is going to be exercised. Apenas D no final, já tem o E. Então, acrescenta apenas D. Graduate is going to be graduated. Apenas D no final. Washed will be washed. Apenas ED no final. Prefer will be preferred. Vamos repetir o R, assim como aqui no leader. E vão adicionar ED também. Stud will be studied. And carry will be carried. Ambos, vamos tirar o Y e adicionar IED. Stop, vamos repetir o P e adicionar ED. Reduce, repetir, apenas acrescentar o D, o E já está aí, adicionado. Learn and clean, vamos apenas adicionar ED. O learns will be learned. You clean, cleaned. All right? Apenas AD no 11 e no 12. Okay, 12. You guys will need to circle the correct options. Qual a melhor opção? Qual a opção que melhor se encaixa de acordo com o que a gente conhece de past simple? Então, vocês vão corrigir. Inclusive, tem muitos erros gramaticais, com erros de estrutura, com erros de escrita. Então, as que estiverem incorretas, vocês não vão circular, apenas as corretas, tá bom? Com essas regrinhas que nós já vimos. And below, abaixo, vocês vão preencher certo? O texto, de acordo com o contexto, né, com um sentido exato, encaixar esses verbos no passado simples. Passado simples, lembrando, learned, returned, started, stopped and talked, certo? Lembrando, esses verbos irão para o passado com adição de ed no final. Vocês vão tentar adicionar eles aqui. Number 2 will be stopped. Number 3 will be returned. Number 4 will be landed. Number 5, started. And number 6, talked. All right? 137, então, respondida. Let me see the next one. Next one, let's go to page 78. On page 78, we have to look at the photo and read the caption. Then read the examples in the grammar box. Look at the photo, then read the caption, then read the examples in the grammar box. So here we have a photo. I would like you guys to pay attention to the caption below. Caption, subtitle. Caption below. Can you see? On July 20, 1969, Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin landed on the moon. And then let's read the examples in the grammar box. So we have simple past, regular verbs. I looked at the moon, throw a telescope 2 days ago. We graduated from college last year. She wanted to be an astronaut. She was a child. It started to rain at 9:30. We walked to the observatory yesterday. They searched from planets on the internet to learn more about the solar system this morning. So tips, spelling rules. We have regular verbs. We add ed, one vowel and one consonant. We double the consonant and add ed, like stopped. Consonant plus e, we add d, like recycle, becomes recycled, recycled. Consonant plus y, we change to I, and plus ed, like study, studied, right? So those are the spelling forms. Now the pronunciation, we have want, wanted, need, needed, waste, wasted, work, worked, wash, washed, jump, jumped, clean, cleaned, littered, learned. Let's listen to pronunciation.
Unit 7, Lesson 2, Track 53.
For verbs that end in t or d sound, say the id sound.
Want, wanted, need, needed, waste, wasted.
For verbs that end in p, f, s, x, sh, or ch, make a t sound.
Work, worked, wash, washed, jump, jumped.
For all other verbs, make a d sound.
Clean, cleaned, litter, littered, learn, learned.
Perfect. Let's go on to the next topic. Now page 79. On page 79, we have A Walk on the Moon. A Walk on the Moon. We have, in 1961, the US President, John F. Kennedy, changed his country to achieve the goal of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely to the Earth. He wanted this to happen before 1970. The National Aeronautics and Space Administration, NASA, accepted Kennedy's challenge. In 1968, 3 astronauts launched into orbit in Apollo 80, and on December 24, they traveled 10 times around the moon. This was the first astronauts were, this was the first time astronauts were outside the Earth's orbit and inside the moon's orbit. Apollo 9 and Apollo 10 were next. NASA wanted to test a special lunar module, which is a small vehicle that travels between the spacecraft and the moon. Then on July 16, 1969, 3 American astronauts, Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins, rocked into space on Apollo 11. On July 20, 1969, Armstrong and Aldrin landed on the moon. Armstrong walked down the ladder of the lunar module first, and he said, "That's one step for man, one giant leap for mankind." Then Aldrin walked down the ladder, and they stayed on the moon for almost 3 hours. The moon landing was an exciting and important moment in history. Some people say that 600 million people around the world watched on TV almost 1/50 of the world's population at that time. Okay, so let's write. Let's write 1 to 6 to put the sentence in the correct chronological order. So you guys will need to see the sentence from 1 to 6 and put that on the correct timeline, okay? First one. 1 is on number 3, 2, number 4, 3, number 1, 4, number 6, 5, number 2, and 6, number 5. So here we have 3, 4, 1, 6, 2, and 5, okay? Let's practice a little bit. Michael Collins, repeat please. Michael Collins walked on the moon in 1969. No, Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin walked on the moon in 1969. Okay, perfect. Now let's do the class activity. Classwork. Agora vamos fazer as atividades de classe. As atividades são as seguintes, páginas 80, 81 e 138. Deixa eu explicar primeiro a 80 para vocês. Vocês vão escutar o áudio, aqui ó, página 54. O áudio vocês podem escutar tanto com o CD de vocês, vocês podem escutar posicionando a câmera, certo? Da capa de vocês com o celular e acionando e escutando os áudios. Aqui vocês vão escutar específico o áudio 54, certo? Listen and practice, then read the examples in the grammar box. Nessa primeira questão vocês vão escutar, praticar e depois ler os exemplos aqui sobre simple past, verbos irregulares, aqui no grammar box. Quem tiver acessão do livro digital vai conseguir utilizar e visualizar esses itens aqui multimídia. A segunda questão, circle the correct options. Then use the irregular verb list on page 144. Então, vocês vão circular as opções corretas através do uso da lista de verbos irregulares na página 144. Então, essa página 80, eu vou dar um tempinho para vocês tentarem finalizá-la. Já já eu volto. I'll be back soon. Yes, guys, I'm back. So here, let's listen to the audio.
Unit 7, Lesson 3, Track 54.
Second, minute, hour, day, week, month.
Então, nós temos algumas palavrinhas importantes aqui quando a gente fala de tempo. Ok? Vamos para o próximo tópico. Circle the correct options. Use the regular verb list on page 144. Certo? Se vocês forem observar essa lista de verbos irregulares, vocês vão perceber o seguinte. E as respostas corretas que vocês devem circular são, na segunda sentença, sang, a primeira aqui, she sang a short song yesterday. Terceira, they made. Primeira opção, they made, circulem. Quarto, we went to Rome. Quinto, we gave, aqui ó, we gave. E sexto, the Johnsons took, a primeira. Então, repetindo, sexto, took. Quinto, gave. Fourth, went. Third, made. And second, sang. Vamos aqui para 81. Temos a leitura do texto. Então, já deu um tempo suficiente. Eu acho que vocês já conseguiram ler. Quem não conseguiu, eu vou pedir para dar uma pausa no vídeo, tá bom? Porque agora eu vou passar o áudio referente ao texto. Vamos então ler.
Unit 7, Lesson 3.
Desculpa, eu falei ler, né? Vamos escutar.
Track 55.
This is a famous picture of the Earth from space. American astronauts took it from the Apollo 8 spacecraft in 1968. They saw the blue sphere of the Earth rising above the moon's horizon. They called the picture Earthrise. Aristotle, a Greek philosopher, and Ptolemy, a mathematician, taught people that the Earth was at the center of the universe. They saw the sun come up in the morning and go down in the evening, and they said, "Look, we're not moving. The sun, the stars, and the moon are moving around us." Then in the 16th century, at the time of the Renaissance in Europe, astronomers learned more about the stars and planets. Nicholas Copernicus calculated that the Earth and the planets were in orbit moving around the sun. Galileo was an Italian astronomer. He made the most accurate telescopes. He saw planets, comets, stars, and even the moons that go around the planet Jupiter. These discoveries changed people's ideas about our place in the universe. Nowadays, we have more powerful telescopes, satellites, and devices that travel far into space. This is Cassini-Huygens. It went to Saturn. We are learning about the universe all the time, but there are still many big questions to answer.
Okay, great. So it's a great text that could help us to understand a little bit more about the universe, planets, and astronomy. Okay, now complete the sentence using the correct words. So first one, we have universe. Second, the Earth is not flat, it's a sphere. So we have a sphere. 3, the planets are all in orbit. 4, the sun comes up over the horizon. And 5, write a sentence about a time that you changed your mind. For example, when I was younger, I thought trees were animals. And now I know that they are plants. So these are examples, but you could do differently by yourself. You could do a personal answer by yourself. Like when I was younger, I thought that planets were like God eyes. Okay, now I know that planets are, they are not God eyes. They behave to the universe. Okay, so this is a good point. Now let's go to page 138 to finish our class. On page 138, we have the scrambled words. The scrambled letters to complete, unscramble the letters to complete the sentence with the correct words. For example, there are 60 of these in a minute. There are 28 to 31 of these in a month. There are 24 of these in a day. There are 12 of these in a year. There are 60 of these in an hour. Ok, let's try to answer this. Quais são esses que nós temos 28 a 31 no mês? We say days. So let's answer this with days, dias. 3, there are 24 of these in a day. Quais são que nós temos, o que é que nós temos 24 em um dia? Nós temos hours, horas. 12 of these in a year. Nós temos 12 em um ano. Months, months. Nós temos meses, months. There are 6 of these in an hour. Ou seja, 60 desses em uma hora. We are talking about minutes, minutes. So please write down here, minutes. And the end of this, complete the verb chart. Use the verb list on page 134 in case you need help. Então, tentem completar sozinhos, mas se vocês precisarem de ajuda, na página 134, 144, vocês vão completar o simple present tense e simple past tense desses verbos, passado simples, e o presente simples desses verbos aqui, preenchendo a tabela. Já na terceira questão, complete the sentence with the simple past form of the verbs in parentheses. Ou seja, o passado simples, a forma do passado simples, a conjugação do passado simples dos verbos em parênteses. Nós temos got, é o primeiro, depois did, é o segundo, depois sent, aqui ó, sent, e depois took, é o quarto. Ok, gente? Assim a gente finaliza a atividade de classe e correção da atividade de casa de hoje. Lembrando que para casa, eu estou falando agora, prestem bastante atenção, vocês devem fazer páginas 82, 82, 83, 83, 139, 139, 84, 84 e 85, 85. Lembrando, 82, 83, 139, 139, 84 e 85. 82, 83, 139, 84 e 85, 82, 83, 139, 84 e 85. São as atividades de casa. Ok, amores? I'll see you next class. Bye and enjoy your life.